Hello my friends, today I'm here at Seikilos Museum here in Thessaloniki. As you can see here, you might have an idea about why I'm here, what this museum is about. We have some beautiful ancient Greek instruments to see today at this beautiful museum in Thessaloniki. One of the reasons I came to Thessaloniki, in fact. And here with me today I have Thodoris Koumartzis to show us around. Hello Thodori.
Welcome at Seikilos Museum. This is the first interactive museum of ancient musical instruments in Greece. And all these instruments are reconstructed by my father, Anastasios Koumartzis, and my brother Danis Koumartzis in my village in Nevropos Kilkis. This is around 50 kilometers in the north of Thessaloniki.
Oh, right, okay.
In order to do that, we collaborate with Aristotle University of Thessaloniki and Hellenic University of Greece in order to be able to use any kind of depictions that we have from ancient times that are saved until now.
From vases, from inscriptions, from... Okay.
The Seikilos Museum was founded in 2016. We organize here guided tours and also lyre workshops that are referred not only to professional musicians, but people with no kind of music background. And this is also why we guided a series, actually the creation of the Lyre Academy, which is the first online platform to learn how to play the ancient lyre.
You've published these books. These are through your own publishing
Exactly. It's our team.
House here, I guess,
Exactly.
right? Seikilos.
Including a series of books of Elias, one of the most well-known lyre players around the world, of Thanasis Kleopas, of books about ancient melodies and ancient modes that are transcribed in modern music, so someone can actually play them on an ancient lyre, but also on a piano or a contemporary musical instrument.
Because the scales are the same, but the way to transcribe them is different? Is that what's going on? Right.
We have some findings, mostly thanks to the work of Aristoxenos, about the music system in ancient Greece that was much more complicated from the one we use today. Healing music in ancient Greece was also a collection of different parts of Greek antiquity, sometimes also of depictions, but also of texts that are saved from this time to highlight how important was music in ancient Greece.
So this is a book about how they saw the healing power of music in their time, how they thought about it back then.
Exactly, because the God Apollon is well known as the god of music.
So we're talking about from 1000 BC till today, 3000 years.
Talk about, the oldest depicted instrument that we have reconstructed goes back to 2700 BC.
Right.
And the last one, the kithara, was built around the 5th century BC.
Right, okay.
Even though the epitaph of Seikilos, from where the name comes from, Seikilos.
It's in modern-day Turkey, right? It's a Hellenistic colony.
Was found in ancient Tralis, in Minor Asia.
And Seikilos, I only found this out because I came here, Seikilos is an epitaph, the first complete song, the oldest complete transcribed song. There's the Delphic hymns, but this is that's in parts, isn't it? It's ruined or destroyed.
Correct.
We only have parts of it. The oldest complete
Greek melody.
Amazing, amazing. So we've just come upstairs. This is, I guess, where the instruments are. There's so many interesting shapes. Let's start with this one here. It looks like a turtle shell to me.
The myth says that the god Hermes made the first musical instrument using a real turtle shell. Of course, we didn't harm anyone. This is a copy, it's not a real turtle.
Yes.
But the horns are real. So according to the myth, he placed goat skin for the soundboard, wood for the bridge, metal for the tailpiece.
Right.
And he used gut strings. We don't use gut strings.
Okay.
The only organic part about this instrument is the goat skin.
I feel like you've transported me to ancient Greece, to be honest. I imagine it's handmade, right? These are all handmade.
All of the instruments are totally handmade by my father Anastasios, my brother Jordan in our village.
Right.
So all of the instruments, whatever you see here, even the benches are made in our workshop.
Right. Question for you. Have you made it based on some historical text that describes how they were made? How do you know how they were made?
Mostly depictions. Sometimes we have text references like this one, for example, in ancient Greek. Here you can see it translated in English.
Yes.
Where it describes how Hermes actually found the turtle alive, and then step by step he used the turtle shell to do it.
It looks like it's generally about finger-picking techniques. Were picks or plectrums used?
According to the images that we have, like this one, they did. Mostly played with fingers or with a plectrum. We have different forms of plectrums depicted, which is normal because someone would use different kind of plectrums to do different things.
Right. Noticed here there are some markings almost as though they're like frets, like you would see on a guitar, right?
Exactly.
Right.
This is quite interesting because, again, we try to interpret some pieces of text that we have, so we are not sure. But we see and we realize that it's totally possible. Apart from the Lyre Academy, we have Lyre workshops happening in Seikilo every week for visitors, but also we organized workshops all around the world.
So there's interest from all around the world for this craft, this concept of the ancient Greek, because it's very different to what you see today. I mean, we've got all these classical instruments, but what I just heard on this instrument and the other one, it transports me to some other place, honestly, and you play it very well. I imagine you've been practicing for a long time, but I can see remnants of the style that you're playing in modern guitar playing or string instrument playing, the finger picking, the going up and down the string, even some tapping that many, I guess, really famous, rock guitarists use today. It
There are
sounds
many
like
techniques, actually, that someone that plays a classic guitar can apply to a lyre. This doesn't mean that the lyre is a guitar. There are different approaches about the harmonics, for example, the plectrum.
because there's no fretboard either.
Exactly, there's no fretboard. And that's what makes the whole difference.
Are the tunings something that we know about, or is it based on just what we extrapolate from the information we have?
The scales that are used, of course, Lydian, Phrygian, Mixolydian, we know them through jazz music mostly.
Right, yeah.
Which are slightly different from the ancient one, probably.
What's this instrument here, now that we're here?
This is a formix. A formix is mentioned mostly through the work of Homer in Iliad and Odyssey,
Right.
where we find the Rhapsody playing
Formix.
formix.
From what parts of the world do you find people are most interested in these ancient instruments? Northern Europe seems to be a place, like Germans and the French and the Dutch maybe, they seem to have an interest in ancient Greek in general.
So the most interest in our work, from what I understand, it's coming from the United States, mostly. The last 1 or 2 years from Canada, because we traveled there 2 years ago, now we will be again in March of 2025.
Yeah.
And there's also interest from Northern Europe also. There's also interest from Japan that someone maybe wouldn't expect.
What is this instrument here? I'm finding it's like almost like a harp to me.
This is an epigonio.
Let's just describe what that word means to those that don't know. It's
Epigonio. We have two different hypotheses. Even it was made by Epigonos, musician, or it was played Epigonis, πάνω στο γόνατο, δηλαδή, on the knee.
On the knee, right. Γόνατο is knee. More strings, different tunings.
Different
Right,
tunings.
right, okay. So this is, Theodore, this is where you got the name for the museum, right?
Exactly.
This is Seikilos Epitaph. This is what they found in Tralis,
Αρχές Tralis, μπράβο. Είναι
the
Tralis.
oldest known complete transcription of a song.
Exactly. We have the way that it was found, the music notation of this time. There's a Greek text over here, and here you can see the translation in English.
So these are the letters that were found.
Yeah, this is the music notation.
Right, this is the notation. These letters correspond to, and these symbols correspond to
Specific
parts of the instrument that you play at that time. That's amazing.
And then it says an amazing message, the whole concept of Epicurus that we only live once.
Right.
So everything we have to do, we have to do it now. I don't know, maybe it fits somehow for the rhythm that we live nowadays, that we are all the time to make the best of everything, being creative, being all the time.
That is a message that is very powerful, especially in today's world. Let's read out what it says here. While you live, shine. Have no grief at all. Life exists only for a short while, and time demands his due. I am a tombstone, an image. Seikilos placed me here as a long-lasting sign of deathless remembrance. So Seikilos was a person?
Was a person, and devoted the epitaph to Efterpi. Efterpi was the muse of music, but could also have been his daughter or his wife.
Fascinating. 1st to 2nd century after Christ.
If you want to listen how he sounds like, you can get in our YouTube channel.
Oh, yeah.
Where you can find the epitaph of Seikilos performed by amazing musicians.
Perfect.
We recorded like a month ago This is Greek Kithara for a project. We cannot reveal, unfortunately, what it is for until 2025, but it's about a video game that will be actually takes place in ancient Greece as well. And the guy who wrote the music for this is someone really well known about writing music for video games and for movies, actually. This is what he's mostly more known.
Are we talking Hans Zimmer? Oh my goodness!
It's not him, but
we're getting close.
It's quite this kind of caliber.
This is magical. Let's keep it.
Αυτοί πιο πολλές χορδές.
Where can people find you? And how can they organize to get a tour here?
People can actually, we work only upon reservations during weekdays, which is actually quite simple to book a place through Seikilo.com. Seikilo, Seikilo.com, where someone can find a lot about our, where we are actually, and book and visit a guided tour or a lyre workshop.
People can also find you on Instagram and Facebook, I imagine, and they can reach out there and send you a message if they want. And they can, okay, beautiful, wonderful. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate your time. It was fascinating.